What is up, Generals? We're back with Ultimate General Civil War, and this is the J&P Rebalance mod, Confederate Major General Let's Play. And we're starting with our march towards Fredericksburg. And we're going to do that with the skirmish at Corinth on the way there. So the first thing we're going to do is, this is the Army post Antietam. Some units are more beat up than others, as you can see. We have some cleanup to do. And we're going to go ahead and earmark a force that we're going to take to Corinth. And we're going to do that out of I Corps. So the first thing I'm probably going to try and do is swap in Robert Lee for my I Corps commander. He is a 3-star general and comes with a bunch of perks. So we'll figure out what we're going to do right now. So I'm pretty happy with the speed perk. For an offensive army, charge damage doesn't really do anything for me. You need to earmark it for the creation of a shock corps altogether. However, Steady Under Fire is also good. This is a game, especially at this stage of the war, that kind of lives and breathes on the firing phase of a battle or the shooting phase. So let's consider what's coming down the pike before we make any real decisions. But my inclination at the moment is accuracy. More accuracy, reload time, more charge damage, no. More speed, so maneuver. Also an option, if I remember correctly, so it's been ages since I took a Confederate campaign really long in the series of really long. And if I remember correctly, we are far more offensive in nature towards the tail end of the war, as the game kind of goes further and further afield from history. However, melee damage, morale received, that's not bad. More experience. Oh, dear gosh. Ooh. Oh, man. These are some good decisions. All right, so accuracy and accuracy. Yeah, sorry, there's not really any debate in my mind. But these two, oh my word. Cover. That's just great. Cover. That's just fewer losses. So, okay, actually, yeah, now that I think about it, this is not as much of a decision as I thought it was going to be. So more experience gain is great, right? Like I wonder. So here's a question for Panda: does the experience translate to officers as well? It would indirectly, would it not? Because you have, let's say you gain experience in your unit, the officer levels up as an indirect function of the experience gained by the unit. Ergo, officers would level up faster as well. Cover, however, would represent significantly fewer losses for the force, which would be kind of like it's a force protection measure. And interestingly here, I think it would actually slow down the rate at which my officers leveled up. And hear my reasoning out. If I'm taking fewer losses, I'm replacing those losses with fewer rookies. If I'm replacing those losses with fewer rookies, there's fewer, finger quotes, easy experience points, finger quotes, to gain, which is to say things like firearms, stamina from moving, morale from walking around. That's how a lot of these officers are leveling up. So, the cover's good, right? Fewer losses. But I kind of think I actually want some low level. Like, I'm not taking crazy casualties in any of these battles. I took, 6,000 at Antietam? That's crazy low. And I think part of that's, balance functions and the artillery being really powerful. And we've talked about some of this stuff. So I'm not taking nutso casualties as it is. And this would take those casualties and, negatively push them even more. Experience, however, like, I want some churn. I want a little bit of churn so I can constantly bring in new blood. And what they do is they push the new blood pushes the base stat of a unit down a bit, because what I'm thinking is happening is it's a function of an average. So if there's the existing stat of a unit and then there's the average of the new blood, the game pushes the unit towards that. It averages them in, and if the average gets yanked down, what happens with an average, right? If you have a lot of really small numbers, this is the union problem. You have a lot of really small numbers, it yanks that average down very quickly. And in the case of the Confederacy, the unit numbers are at a basal level relatively higher, so the average comes down slower. And so that's why I've been able to get a lot of 2-star units using a lot of rookies. Now, I'm pretty sure that by this point in time in the campaign, Panda had a lot more 2- and 3-star units because he's better at keeping the experience fairly tight, and I like to kind of spread it around. So I kind of think I actually want a little bit of churn. A little bit of churn. I'm actually, because I'm not taking wild casualties in these battles yet, and that might change. I might regret this. This is actually one of the more interesting decisions I've had to make. This one's not really a factor. The command radius is certainly interesting. Morale damage received is good. It's a good trait, but these two are huge. And my endless bitching about I've been griping a lot about how hard it is to level things up. So this is certainly attractive, and that might be it might be overly affecting my thought process with regard to these two things. But the lion's share of my losses, I think, mostly come from melee more than... Yeah, I'm going to go with the cover, with the experience. All right, so Lee. Robert Lee is the commander of 1st Corps. And we're going to go ahead and drop... Well, yeah, we're going to drop Fiasco in on 2 Corps. Are we? Yeah. And then we'll let Johnston take over 3 Corps. And that gives us a new division commander. We've already got one, Bernard B. commanding 1st Division. We're going to go ahead and throw... Longstreet's almost there. Let's go ahead and leave Longstreet in command. Do we want to put him in a unit? See if he can't level up that way? Yeah, let's go ahead and put Longstreet in a unit. Oh, I need to replace Longstreet first, don't I? Let's go ahead and stick Williams as division commander. Sorry for the demotion, but hey, you're moved up from 3 Corps to I Corps. Let's go ahead and put Longstreet here. He'll probably tick over, I would imagine. Let's make sure we bring 9th Infantry to the battle. All right, so let's take a look at Corinth. What's coming up? Sorry for that kind of long thought process. All right, so we have 18 brigades facing off against a force of about 20,000. That will not likely shift because I have a pretty big army at this point. Yeah, 16 grand to 20 grand. But we're not going to be able to bring nearly all of that because, yeah, we have too many units in the division or corps. So, I actually want 3rd, 1st, 2nd, and 13th to sit this one out. I want to see if we can't start getting the base level of experience up. So we've got 18 units to bring. We have quite a few to level up. All right, what are we doing with weapons? At the moment, I can't afford any reputation spend. Enfields would be nice. 24-pound howitzers. I'm actually kind of okay on 24-pound howitzers at the moment. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just kind of bump these guys up to the 1250 number. And so, yeah, what's happening here, every time I bring in a rookie, it's bringing in one... How do I look at what the stat on a rookie is? Just hover over this. Yeah, so it's bringing in one new recruit with an efficiency of 23 and morale 27, blah, 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 right? And the game is comparing this stat to the existing stat of the unit. And what it's doing is it's averaging in these new numbers against this. And then as these numbers grow, it sort of pushes these down, and the delta between the existing stat and the new stat is bringing the unit stats down. All right, so we're bringing them. We're definitely bringing the 9th, and we're actually going to over level the 9th. We're going to overman the 9th. Brigade, the thought process being that more and more and more rookies, we can hopefully yank some of these numbers up. We're well over leveled. I really don't want to lose Longstreet in this battle, so I'm gonna baby him a little bit, but that's fine. Okay. So we've got 2 units. We're gonna bring the Jameses. We're gonna bring Jameses for sure. I like Jameses. They're good. I didn't take any losses in the last battle on the unit apparently. Okay. We'll bring them back. It's fine. Siege gun, we're for sure going to want to bring the siege gun unit. There is a counter battery mission to be had in this battle. And actually, yep, I've got 20-pound parrots. We're going to bring them too. All right.
Yes, sir.
Why are you down here? You should be up there. I must have moved it for a battle. Okay, so 2nd Division is almost all artillery, it looks like, so far. We can fix that. Snipers as well. I wonder why I'm jumbled those things around. We got 8 units at the moment. All of them larger counter battery units. Yeah. And the James is kind of a general purpose gun, in fairness. Okay, we do want... I don't know if I need 2 of these. Well, 2 is fine. Yeah, 2 is fine. Replace whatever losses I took. And the reason I'm using rookies in some of these units is because, like, take a look at this. Firearms is at 100. There's not really any other easy way to level these units up, so I try and drag... Again, I'm just trying to drag the average down. The Rangers will push you guys to 350. That seems like a good number. All right. So I'm really light on infantry at the moment, it looks to me. Same thought process. I'll push you to 300. All rookies. See if we can't yank some of these stats down. Your firearms is crazy pants. We're going to want another unit of Rangers. Just drag it. 10,000. I mean, I can afford it. Let's do the Panda Kraut method.
Yes, sir.
Spend some on veterans and then bring the rest of the unit up with rookies. That way we're not, like, throwing the baby out with the bathwater in terms of stats. All right. 4, 12. No, 4, 8, 12. So let's level you guys up. A lot of Lorenzes in this particular division, or brigade. Howitzer unit, sure, they're fine. We like howitzers. We don't probably need cavalry for this battle, so I'm going to want to borrow some infantry from another unit, another division, another corps. Yeah. And it occurs to me, in terms of a dollar amounts perspective, we could probably push the size of some of these brigades up a bit. I'm also worried I'm overcommitting on artillery. So counter battery is good. We got 18 to play with. I think I'm overcommitting on artillery. All right. Yeah. 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is 8 enough out of 18? I don't think that's enough. I think probably out of 18 I want 10. All right, let's borrow some from 3 Corps. Not the Grenadiers. These guys are the sort of the loner rifles right now. Reboard musket. My word. Yeah, okay, let's borrow 3 Corps 2nd Division really quick. 1, 2, 3. Where did they end up going? Just all over the place, right? That's fine. That's fine. Life happens. So we could bump some of these units up to 1,300 if I wanted. I'm kind of liking 1,250. It works. Okay. So we get one. There you are. Lots of artillery, some snipers and rangers. We're going to want both of those things for the flanking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10's good. I like 10. Okay, so we're going to borrow bits of there, which means we now have room to drop all of our cavalry off, and we're going to go ahead and keep 3rd Corps' 2nd Division together so it can fight as one, woefully undercommanded because we're putting a light colonel. Well, looks like Nathan Forrest can come back. He was a cavalry commander, obviously, but he'll be fine in that role. Okay. Still think I'm overcommitting on artillery. I think we can probably leave you. No, actually, you're leveled enough. So, nowhere to put it, huh? Okay, that's fine. You're leveled enough. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, why are you all in 2nd Division? That seems weird to me. Oh, that's right, because all of my 2nd Division infantry are all 2 stars. Okay, that's why. So counter infantry, counter battery, and long range support. That's fine. Snipers are good. 1, 2, 3. What is this? 4, 8, 12, 16. We got 1 too many. What do I drop? 7 and 19. Yeah. What do I drop? Oh, I've got a James unit as well. Okay. I think I dropped the field gun. I don't have anywhere to put it. Okay. Yeah. That looks pretty good. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 infantry. 2 light infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artillery. Ah, 3 light infantry. Okay, there's. I was like, why is that math not adding up? That's 17 in my mind. All right. How are we doing on? Can I maybe buy an officer at this point? Because I have enough cash. I'm swimming in cash. I could probably buy an officer at this point. Like 12,000 on a brigadier general's actually not out of the realm of possibility to spend at this point, and it would not hurt. All right. So let's talk about the Battle of Corinth. Money's good. Yeah, we got some of the things we're going to spend there. All right. State of the Union, literally. After Antietam, blah, blah, blah. Our corps of 43,000, blah, 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 is ready to deploy. So what does that mean? Total strength of corps. Is it rookies? Is it... looks like the training's a little lower. Whatever. I don't know. The number's gone wherever the number's gone. Who cares? So Corinth tasks us with attacking. Well, let's read the thing. So our army is deployed to attack the Yankees north of Corinth. We need to seize the town, a critical junction of the Mississippi, disrupt lines of communications. You lead the attack on the exposed left flank. Accurate. The position at Memphis Road is exposed, leaving a significant gap near their center. Less accurate because they have good artillery. If you move swiftly, you can crush them before the Yankees send reinforcements. Also not accurate. So here's the actual numbers. 15,052 guns, 221,066 guns. It's not quite 2 to 1, which is interesting because I generally expect it to be about 2 to 1. So that the flow of the battle kind of Man. So I'm going back a long time since I've played this far. So last time I played a Confederate campaign, it was when the game was still in beta and the campaign ended around Fredericksburg. So like we're getting on the tail end of my experience, but my remembrance is that there's a lot of trench works kind of around here, and then you get a kind of a second wave of reinforcements like here-ish. Dude, you have food and water. You're fine. Cats. What are you gonna do, right? Um, so the general kind of concept of operations is I'm gonna kind of try and see if I can't utilize this terrain as my kind of launching point. Do a little recon, try and knock out artillery if they have, because they've got a lot of guns. I don't have actually. What kind of guns are we looking at? Why did I put 8 points in recon if I'm not going to take a look at what they've got? So I don't know. A lot of skirmishers. No, this is infantry. 2-star. We can't take a look at what their perks are, I'd imagine. But they're led by a colonel. 1-star. They got more 1861s. These are good guns. These are good guns. Skirms with Smith carbine. Pretty good carbine. It's okay. It's no Smith and Brothers or Cookin Brothers or whatever it is. Okay, big cav unit. Here we go. Fuck. Big parrot unit. 61. Another big parrot unit. These are 10-pounders, not 20-pounders. Thank goodness. Okay, that's looking okay. All right, so the concept of operations is I'm going to detach a small portion of my force to meet whatever. I forget what exactly ends up coming as far as the reinforcements, but I remember I played this battle and they really kind of gave me a run for my money. So I want to kind of meet them here or maybe possibly even on this ridgeline, but I'm thinking here. I don't like fighting in the open if I can avoid it. I know I did that plenty at Antietam. All right, Yankees have deployed their stuff at the road, leaving a gap in their center, begging me to attack it and then die in the process. Attack swiftly and crush the federal flank. All right, let's take a look at the map. So they've got pretty significant trench works, as we can see here, and I think they have kind of a defensive position, and a defensive position probably ringing this. Anyway, the point that I'm getting at is attacking in the open up the middle here is just begging to lose your command. So what's going to kind of happen is sort of weird. We're going to use this kind of area here as the fulcrum around which my position rotates. The initial deployment of a portion of my force. I'm debating doing it here. How steep is the slope? It's pretty steep actually. So firing downhill is good. Having them fire uphill is great. There's sort of a divot here. I don't know. We'll see. And then I'm gonna basically just kind of put a portion of my force here, and then once they're done with whatever's going on from I'm gonna rotate all the way over here and attack this way and push down. Now there's a thought process of using whatever's over Mya and then bringing them down and attacking along this way, but I don't like attacking into woods. Attacking into woods from open, and then also look at this terrain. It's actually it's not uphill. It's just kind of the same elevation, but the whole thing's downward. So I don't know. It's a thought. But probably my intention is to keep my forces relatively condensed as possible, and then we'll go from there. So let us make initial deployments because I have been yammering for a while, and you guys haven't seen any kind of fun. We'll get all of our skirmishers, the snipers, and then one of the rangers is going to kind of be recon over this way. Let's go ahead and have 3rd Division deployed over here. And we'll send 3 Corps, the 2nd Division. We'll send 3 Corps to kind of go meet the main body, as well as this 31st Ranger and 20th Sniper. And then we'll have 6th Ranger and the 3rd Division meeting the reinforcements, and also 1st Division. And then we'll have kind of 4th Division. Clarity of purpose, my good man. This is enough. 4 plus Rangers plus 24-pound howitzers. Is this the right unit? Yep. Should be plenty. We can earmark these units for counter battery work, which is where the lion's share of the work is going to be done. Let's pre-deploy. Actually, let's go ahead and deploy 4th Division in the middle. Mya. We'll deploy elements of 3rd Corps 2nd Division, redeploy them, preparing for the inevitable push on the flank. All right, and then let's get their artillery into position. These guys are heavy and they move slow. And artillery, and then look at Lee's big ass. Woo! I mean, it's Lee, right? All right, let's do this. Pause initial orders. And let's get our initial deployment along the line here and kind of see what that looks like. Individual orders. All right, what's the range? Oh, that's not terrible, actually. Let's go ahead and find you some nice DoubleTree cover. The Rangers on the recon point for the time being. 20-pounders, they have good range too. Let's get you some DoubleTree cover. Snipers. Deploy you forward. Elements of 1st and 4th Division will kind of take up defensive positions. The James guns are going to need to be a little bit more forward. They don't have quite as much range, so we'll see about that. And the 10-pound pair, it's the same problem. All right, everyone has orders, I think. Let's see who doesn't move. Looks like they're all moving to me, except for the supply wagon and Lee, obviously. Lee, go be a father figure, right? That's what the perk I picked was. Father figure. Okay, so they come in somewhere up Mya. Actually, I think I don't really want to be like right up. Well, no, this is actually a kind of a good position. Like up here shooting downhill. That is actually a good position, isn't it? Yep, just like I said, it was kind of a divot. It's really quiet, actually. Like more quiet than I want it to be. Oh! Oh, God, what did I do? Oh, what did I do? Oh, shit. Okay. I think I just screwed it up. Okay, everything's still there. Okay, that's fine. Sorry about that. I'm still jet lagged to shit and back. So the trip was great. Business trip was fantastic. I guess I can talk about it now. I was in Israel. And, all right, what was everything doing? All right. I was in Israel, and we were... Anyway, it was a good time. But it was long trip. All right, what did I have? Where's the howitzers? Howitzers go over there. Everything else goes over here. Let's get all of 3 Corps troops on the left. 3rd Division will meet our new buddies. And let's go ahead and send the 1 unit from 1st Division to do the same. 4th Division will be handling the front. Let's make sure I didn't screw that up. 1-1, 1-1, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, skirm. Howitzers, Lee in the middle, supply. Big blob of shit over there, and then 3 Corps. All right, cool. Actually, maybe I want 3 Corps in the middle. That's whatever. Okay. So it was overseas, and it was very good trip. Accomplished our objectives in terms of some market research, and I just saw all the historical touristy crap too, and it was beautiful country. A lot more green, honestly, than I was expecting. So I suppose my perception was inaccurate. Snipers actually can go here. And that's ordnance unit. And the James guns a little further forward. And the Parrot's the same. You there. You there. We'll figure that out when you get in position. So I guess we are going to use the kind of more open field positioning. Let's see if that... We'll rush forward. Let's do that. We'll get into position, and then when we see what we're dealing with, we'll kind of rush forward. I think I'm not super duper excited about being like incredibly exposed until I know what I'm facing. We can rush forward. That's fine. All right. And the sound's still quiet. No, it's not. It's fine. Okay. But I have been sleeping terribly, and my sleep schedule's all kind of screwed up in terms of when I want to go to bed and when I want to get up and everything else. And admittedly, the harsh mistress that is work is kind of forcing that situation to rectify itself. But in the moment, it's a mess, and it'll be fine when I kind of recover and everything else. I'm in good spirits and all that, but all right. There's the 9th. That's got Longstreet. We want to see him make 1 star today. Yeah, in the moment I'm trying to bounce back. Okay, I'm a little worried about maybe the fact that I'm kind of committing early to... I'm committing earlier than I should to the left flank attack. Because I think initially my intention had been to utilize these troops, shift them, and then move. And I think that if I have too weak of a middle, if the AI ever gets it into their head to launch an offensive or counteroffensive, that will screw me. So let's go ahead and bump our middle back up to fighting strength, so to speak. And we'll do what we need to. This is just open terrain? Interesting. We'll leave the 11th here. Or the 15th and the 19th kind of edging on this way. Actually, they're moving up now. They must have seen me. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I guess we're going to have a general engagement. Or are they? We'll see. Let's get our troops into position and just kind of we'll start calling audibles from there when we need to. You are further forward than I would like you at the moment. All right, yeah. So when I get a better idea of what I'm facing over here, can I see? Yeah, because these guys can kind of... Okay, they're good. Okay, what do we got? Big skirmisher unit, dudes in trenches. They do appear to be coming to meet me, which is fine, I suppose. We're still getting our artillery in a position. Let's get them supported. They're fine. They're fine. Looks like Oglesby's 2 brigades are coming to meet me. The artillery's still moving into position, although it's mostly there, so that's good. And what I can do now is I can bring these guys around here. Oh, shit. Just out of... Well, they'll spoil against the 2nd Brigade. That's fine. What I'm very worried about with the shorter ranges, am I going to be able to do effective... Yeah, okay, I am. That's good. Hickenbacher? Hickenlooper. No, I think I need you to shoot that, if you can. How far can the James shoot? Barely. They can take out Stone. Yeah, so we're going to get 2 batteries on Stone. I don't think we're going to get a third. Oh, no, we're going to get all of them on Stone. That's good. We'll just evaporate Stone then, looks like. I want to get some guns on Hickenlooper, but let's take out Stone first. Yeah, I know he's the bigger of the 2 units, but he's also coming closer and likely to do more damage. Yeah, I mean, he's not long for the world with those kind of casualties, so it's probably okay. And then there's that, too. He's directly affecting my troops. Now, I've got to keep an eye on it when he eventually kind of turns white shield or rotates backwards or whatever. That's going to hurt, too. All right, so they're doing okay. Yeah, I mean, Oglesby's... he can't stand up to that kind of punishment for long. No, you have a target. I'm going to be hard-pressed to get a gun for far enough forward to hit Hickenlooper unless Hickenlooper does me the favor of coming to me. There we go. Good job on that counter battery mission, lads. Let's just keep it up. Hit him while he's down. Knock him out. Nope, keep it up. Take him out. These units are fine. They're in good position. That's what happens when you fire at split units. Okay. So if they're gonna... Well, let's just take a look. If they keep coming at me, I'll redeploy these units kind of over here and sort of initiate the left flank early. But otherwise, let's keep shooting. Let's keep on our counter battery mission, and Jesus Christ. Yeah, let's keep on our counter battery mission, and then we'll just kind of work on de-gunning the Union, and we'll go from there. Alright, so now I'm running into the risk that Stone may in fact be retreating out of range, so he's fine for now. Alright, let's reshift some of these guns over to Hickenlooper then, because I don't want them kind of moving forward. And Stone will take 30 seconds and then be back at full morale and, you know, all that kind of fun shit. Okay. Oh, never mind. That's it for Stone. In fairness, he did start off at 500, and he's back. He's down to nothing. All right, so let's get the snipers over here. We're going to go ahead and push 11th, 15th, and 19th. Well, no, we'll leave 11th there. They've taken a beating, but we're going to go ahead and move 15 and 19, I think, up and have them take up positions here. And then we'll move the 31st out to this position. And just make sure that we're really outflanking. I get it. I get it. Just keep going till he's gone. Okay. So can any of you... Yes. Good. Barely. Good. With some movement. Fine. Good. Okay. Snipers are in position. Let's move you here. Let's see if we can't get them from being on top of each other. Shift you left some. Shift you there. I'm worried my middle is a little weak. However, it's in a position where attacking it would be kind of suicidal, so it's okay. Hickenlooper's not long for the world. Is that all their guns? They're down to 27. No, they still have Sears. Okay. Oh, he must have routed. Or... yeah, whatever. Got to keep him focused. That's the objective. Eventually they're going to get their reinforcements. Okay. So, now who, if anyone, can reach Sears without bringing themselves into musket range? Probably the Siege? Maybe? Actually, I think they all have about 1,000 range. All of my counter battery units have 1,000 range. However, they've all got the 15% or effective range perk. Nope. The Jameses are a little shorter. What about you? Also a little shorter. Okay, that's fine. So we'll go ahead and let the James and the ordnance guns move into general infantry support. Here we go. Okay, things are getting interesting. Ouch. Wilcox just had a really shitty day. Way to go, way to go. Alright, so there's nowhere really good for them to maneuver. We're in cover. At a certain juncture, we're going to want to be a little more aggressive, but I think right now we're good with what we've got. We do not, however, want them getting around. Yeah. I like this. I like this. This is good. They're boxed up. They're not going anywhere. They've got enough time to kind of hang out and rally. But we're safe. We're going to minimize our losses on this. I think we're doing okay there. What's been happening while I've been gone? The artillery is just mauling the Union, looks like. I don't know if we're going to be able to get Sears without exposing my dudes. In fact, it's looking like not. Are these guys still getting into position? What did I do with you? Oh, I must have just... Okay, that's fine. All right, 15th goes there. We got 19 down that way. Is Operation Bottle Them Up in the corner going a little better than I was expecting? Maybe. Okay, let's start Let's start doing that then. I think I might need to advance with the howitzers to really get the good stuff going. Yeah, like, because that's good, but they can do better. All right. Let's get you into position. Let's use the terrain to our advantage. There you go. That's fine. You're still getting into position. It's going to keep on taking that fort. It's great. Nice. Alright, I can probably get the Rangers out of there and let the infantry finish this off. This will probably wrap up fairly quickly, I would imagine. Okay. So for the time being, let's get you there for recon. Still coming around, getting into position, doing okay. The snipers are out of position now. Yeah, I'd love to see Longstreet pick up his first wreath today. Okay, the artillery's doing well. The Union's been unable to kind of establish kind of a good front line. How are our dudes doing on condition? Mostly okay. Mostly okay. Just go around there. Don't shoot. No. Don't. No. No. There are many other things I would much rather have you shoot than that. Let's get the 9th. They're a little bit more experienced. See if we can't get Longstreet out of here. Like, I almost kind of want to pull the howitzers out now so Longstreet can milk some experience. Yeah, good. Okay. So let's take a look at what the the next operational phase of the battle is going to be. We've still got our middle fulcrum. Everything's kind of rotating around that. That's good. mostly in position with good support from skirmishers. We need to advance at a contact. Back into these trenches. See, I'm worried about some of these units. Like, to advance far enough to shoot Sears, pretty sure they're going to be on the very edge of musket range for... So what we need to do then... Yeah, okay, I guess we can shoot them in the trenches. So they're not going to be... They're not going to want to be there very long. That's fair. Yeah, just keep your fire up, keep them routed, gun them down, get your experience. Yeah, okay. So the big risk in my mind is exposing them to fire. Yeah, they've taken some fire already. What are they getting shot by? Are they just tired? Is that all it is? Or just tired? Okay. I suppose that's a thing too. Okay. Yep. They can see me as well. So that's far bad. That's bad. We need to get the thousand range guns in there because they outrange the 10-pound parrot. So that means the siege and the 20-pounders. So the other guns can pull back a wee bit and support the attack. Is it just they're just loading? Yeah, but they've got range, so that's fine. Alright, fall back. Fall back. Get out of the woods. You're fine. Be visible, I suppose. 27th. Alright, here you go. Get those stats. You're in range. You're fine. You're also fine. Start shooting. Okay. Units are starting to get into position for the second phase of the battle. Here we go. Good job. Also good. What? Oh, he can... Okay. We're not visible. Until we knock this unit out, we're going to be taking fire. Got it. Look at me, walking out of cover. shoot the infantry, damn it. All right, looking good, gents. Doing good work. All right, Fuller, get out of here. There you go. Okay, so here's the concept of operations at this point. These positions, they draw their attention. The artillery, once they take out Sears, can kind of get some lateral fire. And then I'm going to deploy 3rd Division and part of 1st Division, I guess, down this way. So we'll develop this position, and then we'll just kind of push against the side of their flank. But at the moment, the focus is counter battery, counter battery, counter battery. Everything else is largely secondary. But we are getting troops into position. Longstreet's getting some great experience here. So is, for this matter, this Light Colonel, which is also a good time. And the Rangers also getting some great experience. So all of that's going okay. These guys are getting mauled a little bit, but that's unfortunate. It's just the way it is, though. We've got to knock out Sears. It's coming. I mean, he's going down. Just a question of how quickly can that be done. I don't know. I think I want the howitzers. I know it's going to be a lot of moving for them, but I want them to support that attack. The Jameses are probably fine here, actually, and the Ordnance 2 is also probably fine there. These are probably 10-pound parrots, I'm guessing. Seems like I would say a pretty safe guess. Come on, man, knock him out. Pull the trigger, pull string, go boom. There you go. That's what the artilleryman lives for. Big bada boom. You almost done? You guys? How you doing? You getting some good experience? Oh yeah, you're getting some good experience. All right. I mean, I don't know, dudes. Like, I feel like 2nd Division more or less already did the mission. Like, they've already done all the things I really wanted. I wanted a whole other division supporting 2nd in this operation. And 2nd's more or less already degraded the Union left entirely. Not completely, I suppose. But they've done a really good job with it so far. Now, admittedly, snipers and rangers in support definitely don't hurt that particular operation. But Okay. Come on, they're almost gone. They're almost gone. What's the rest of the artillery up to? Just randomly shooting at shit? Here, your 10-pound parrots, you need to be shooting at stuff far away. The Jameses are fine. They can kind of shoot at whatever they want. This is going well. Okay. There you go. That's what I want to see. I can't imagine he's much longer for the world. Alright, let them get into position. How much more can they take? That's very impressive that they've taken this much punishment. They're down, what, from 550 or something to 160? Actually, let's get you working on McPherson. Take him out. The Jameses are fine shooting at basically whatever. It's kind of what I like about them, is they can just kind of do more or less whatever, and it's fine. Keep on pushing our light infantry onto the flanks. Come on, Sears, get out of here. Call it a day. Pack it in, buddy. You did good. I'm genuinely shocked they're still here. All right, woo! Good job. Okay, I don't know if there's actually a great deal of need for... You know, I wasn't going to do this. I wasn't planning on deploying troops down here. But at the moment, I don't perceive a great deal of need. All right. Oh, well, that's all she wrote, huh? Okay, good. In that case, let the artillery support the infantry. That is their goal in life. Support the infantry. All right. How are we doing, guys? Pretty good, I'd say. Okay, so last phase of the operation, capture the middle. I'm going to shift. Ultimately, the objective is to shift and control this, and then control basically this position here, and then the Union will feel compelled to take this flag, and they'll be doing so over open ground, and it looks like a little bit uphill, although that wasn't the intention. It's just kind of a happy coincidence, you know? All right, are you in position? Get ready to fire. Uh-oh. Oh, that's weird. Poor Baldwin over here is getting blasted to smithereens. Alright, so 15th will discover that there's units here, and the howitzers will destroy them. Then we'll advance on this wood line. And the Rangers and the snipers here are intended to provide crossfire on Fuller, Hatch 2, Hatch 1, etc., etc. Okay. Prepare for the attack proper. That's going to go poorly for you, I feel. Yeah, that's going to go badly. All right. Le commencement. What? Oh, shit. No, no. The Jameses are... actually, the Jameses probably can come forward a bit. I meant them. All right. Let's take a look. So we're developing our position. I think things are going kind of okay. Excellent Confederate counter battery mission is really kind of taking a lot of the weight off of the troops here. Nice. The snipers being kind of, I think, probably definitely overpowered are certainly not hurting. What's with these guys? Do they need to rest up much? No, they're mostly okay. Jesus. Yeah, that's awesome. Actually, is this cover? This is not cover. That's fine. I want them here firing laterally into the trenches so that if we're going to advance, we can do so and we're not advancing on dudes in trenches, because dudes in trenches are not fun to shoot at, right? Yeah. All right. Great work. Confederate troops coming online. I think we're going to be able to develop this position pretty well. I think I may not even need to develop this position. Well, actually, no. These two units here kind of using this area here as kind of a turret will do really pretty great work. And we're going to get some oblique fire on the trenches, I think, this way and this way. Let's get you into the double tree, you into the double tree. Who's running into these trenches? Seems like somebody is. Kind of keep on just sweeping across this Union position. Let's hold up then. Things need to hold up. Things are moving too well on over here. We need to slow down a little bit and degrade Crocker some. Actually, let's go ahead and let you rest. 200 casualties, you're good. Take a break. Take a load off. There we go. Plenty of good fire. Confederate secure farm. Woo! These poor howitzer unit. Are they getting stamina at least? Yeah, that's good. So that's fine. Actually, yeah, stay there. And what's going to happen, I think, is I'm going to use the. What are you even shooting at right now? That's fun. Okay. So I'm going to continue trying to push and shove and push and shove. They're probably going to end up taking up residence here, which is fine. I don't really have an issue with them kind of claiming that as their own, I suppose. How are we doing, gents? Crocker's not a great target, looks like. Not an ideal target, it would appear. Alright. Let's talk about what I'm trying to do here. So I'm trying to wipe out the force. And not, get destroyed in the process, obviously. That's actually really terrible. It's actually really bad. No, actually, you go down here like you were supposed to. 19th, go up that way and deal with Oliver and company. Oh, actually, and the 27th can do the same. Good. That's what I needed to see. Excellent. Right on time as well. Alright, so not an ideal noose to close, because they're going to be in woods the entire time, but I think we should be okay as far as... We should be okay. Because if they don't have a chance to rally, them being in woods won't matter that much, and maybe we can push them into this area out here. We do kind of have the positioning for it, actually. Is that how that's gonna go, actually? We've got some units squirting out the top, so what I'm gonna try and do is see if I can't shift some of these units to kind of close the hole. that folks are escaping out of. Yeah. Okay. This is going all right. All right, so they should, aside from the unit there, the brigade and the skirmishers, nobody else should get out the top. And again, they're struggling to even rally at this point, so let's close the noose. You poor thing. Just no matter what you do, you're just never in the right position anymore. Alright, yeah, this is all but over. There's the skirmishers. Alright. Uh-oh, murder ball. Murder ball, no! That's not terribly unexpected, I suppose. Far from ideal, but not really unexpected. Alright, I was hoping I could be done. I guess we're going to be in this corner then, huh? Nice. Some guys surrendered. That's a nice haul of 61s. Get the skirmishers out of the way. What did I do with the supply wagon? Oh, it's just, okay. It's going, but it's going slowly. Okay, they don't need to run any more than that. Skirms are good. Let's get the snipers to kind of close the door, make sure that no one comes out the back, so to speak. Somewhere we got their general, that's always a good time. I think this is mostly fine. This is okay. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of fight left, obviously. Shot the supply wagon, it's not great. Not the objective, let's put it that way. But, I mean, I'm not hurting for money anymore, so we're good. All right, that's all of them. Yeah, I mean, this is why I'm not that worried about the cover stat. Lee did great, blah, blah. Did not make. Son of a bitch. Lost a colonel too. Wounded. It's not the end of the world. Picked up a brigade and a half's worth of those, which is always a good time. 10-pound parrots I'm not going to sniff at. Okay. I'm not like super excited about 10-pound parrots. I got to be honest, but it is what it is. More recruits, more money, more whatever, more rep. That mostly means not enough for more Enfields. Shame. I like the Enfields. Good gun. Okay. Economy's doing good. Still not really hurting for AO. Logistics wouldn't be a bad idea. More ammo, right? Medicine. Yeah, sure. Logistics. We got a nice discount. Still working on. Okay. Some units picked up some stuff, so that's good. Where does 9th? How? Ugh, you crazy bastard. They picked up their second star, though. So, yeah, this is actually really interesting. Look at all these units that picked up their second star. Like, maybe some of these guys were kind of hovering on the edge anyway, I suppose, but speed, rotational speed, or just shitloads of accuracy. 14-pound James. I think we like the Jameses for the mid-range focus. Yeah. All right. Boom, boom. We lost a colonel, but we've got...
Yes, sir.
Is that going to leave you guys under lead? Looks like it's mostly okay. Great. Okay. So that was the battle at Corinth. That went really well. Really pretty minimal losses. Some of these guys got hit harder than others, obviously, but there you go. Yeah, there's no reason I shouldn't be using 61s for any new unit. I've got a couple in, I think, 3rd Corps that are using shit, that's a lot of time. That's great. That's great. A couple in 3rd Corps that are still using 41s, the Mississippi rifle. So I might upgrade them. How does the 61 compare to the Lorenz actually? There you go. Okay. So 42 at max range, 42 at max range. 3.4 to 4.5 versus 3.6 to 4.7. Interesting. So the Lorenz has a higher floor. Okay. Same range, same fire rate, same melee. $73, $52, $44, $42. Exact same damage range curve. Okay. Narrower focus. It's a narrower range band. 3.6 to 4.2. So it's a delta of 1.12. The delta here is 1.12. It's just lower. It's just shifted down a bit. Okay, so the Lorenz is a slightly more damaging bullet. It's certainly not worth the extra $14 though, or $12 in my mind. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, so we probably shouldn't be buying any more Lorenzes. How does the Confederate gun compare? Exact same damage. Nope, it's actually slightly less accurate at max range. But who cares? Similar damage range. Better melee though. So when I can get a hand of these are good weapons. I should be using these when I can. And they are probably better. They are probably worth the extra $3 over the 61, especially considering the 61 I can capture. However, all of these 61s are captured. So as far as I'm concerned, they're free. A thought, my good man, a thought. Anyway, whatever. We'll clean this up. The next, blah, 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 blah. We've battled the enemy and lost almost all of our stuff. Okay. More than 18,000 soldiers with an unknown number of cannon. That looks about the same. The next one is Prairie Grove. What is Prairie Grove? Interesting. Your army is ordered to probe the rich farmlands of Milder, Arkansas. Okay, scouts are reporting coming from the north and east to attack your thing. Okay, cool. I guess it's a this is a fun defensive battle. I remember this one. Okay, sure. All right, sweet. So that was the skirmish at Corinth, or battle at Corinth. The artillery really showed up pretty well for that battle, and the infantry, I think, did great as well, to be quite frank. So we'll reconstitute things for the upcoming skirmish at Prairie Grove, and we'll move on towards Fredericksburg. In the meantime, though, I hope you guys had a great week while I was gone, and this is Fiasco saying glad to be back. Would love to get some sleep, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Fiasco signing out.